Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle.
Mr. Rob O'Hara.
Sprite Castle.
Hey, look at that. Things work. Yeah, it's always nice when things work. How is everybody doing today? I see a few people coming into the chat room this fine Wednesday. Got my tasty cup of water with, who's on this one? Got Jabba the Hutt and Salacious Crumb there. Yeah, so we finally have, oh cool, there's Droopy McCool and the whole band. This is before Forsyth Noodles was removed from Return of the Jedi with cruddy CGI in the special edition. You know, after 2 weeks of cruddy internet, the technician came out, took a look, said he couldn't find anything wrong, and told me that the problem must be either in my house or in my head, one or the other. And left, and the problem has not come back since. Isn't that how it works? So, I used to have a boss who, let me go up here. We gotta change. I didn't change all this stuff beforehand. There we go. That'll work. You just move it over a little bit. Look at that. This is like the behind the scenes, the making of you're privy to right now. The magic code fairies fixed it. Well, we have, I had a boss one time that when I was working, one of my responsibilities was we had, this is back in the pre, this is like NT4 days. We had a giant nationwide wide area network with domain controllers all over the country, like 120 domain controllers. I just totally brushed my hair the wrong way because I'm looking at the reflection of this stupid camera. And anyway, one of the circuits went down, and somebody called in and they said, "Hey, is that circuit down?" And I was like, "Yeah." And my boss grabbed the phone from me, and he goes, "This is the new guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Everything's fine, and blah, blah, blah." And hung up the phone. He's like, "Don't ever tell people that something's wrong." I was like, "Well, something's wrong. Why would I not tell him that the circuit was down when the circuit was down?" He's like, "That's the first rule down here. We don't tell people when stuff's down." It was strange. We had this giant map of the country that was in HTML, and when it would miss so many pings, it would change colors and stuff. Hello there, Mr. C Dubs. How are you doing? I see Steve Burt's in there. I see the Wizard. I'm always going to say Wizard. I can't say Wizard backwards. I see a few other people have come in. Z9K9, the Game Czar. Hello, everybody. Well, this is oh golly gee, you know what? I've got to close this. Hey, it's 48K RAM. What's going on? Look at all these. I've got to close that because I'm a dum-dum. And I unhooked my USB joystick. And I think the joystick has to be plugged into a USB port before you launch WinVice, or it won't recognize it. So I'll just bang on everything I own here real quick. Oh, listen to that. USB device connected. All right. So that should mean, let's see. Yep, that window will all be the wrong size again. Let's go fix that. I love all the maintenance stuff that goes on with all this. Isn't that fun? Uh-oh. Whoop. There. It's about the size I can read it anyway. 48K RAM is working on a Tandy 100 intermittent problem. That, of course, won't happen now that the scope is on. Yeah. Well, we've all had those intermittent problems. I used to have one of my arcade cabinets would... it actually was Gauntlet 2, and the graphics, when the machine got hot, the sprites would only display every other line. So all the characters had lines going through them, and you could see the background. It was super annoying. And it would only do it sometimes, and then it would go back to normal. So I knew there was a short somewhere or a chip that was loose. I reseated every chip I could find, and had someone come over, and then, of course, it wouldn't do it the whole time they were over. And I found the easier solution was to sell the machine. It worked great. So let's see. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to flip over here to the left monitor. And this is a random disc from my old collection. This is disc 75. Which I literally was just looking through discs, and I thought, well, let's find one that just has a bunch of different games on it. And some of these, I don't recognize the titles, so a lot of these are going to be probably new to me. But let's blow this up here and take a look. That's my handwriting from probably 1985 or 1986. It looks like this disc had some other label on it, which I probably reappropriated. Is Hero? Yeah, Hero's on here. Pit Stop. Some pinball game called Pinball. I don't know. Whirly Nerd. Hootie Doody. I don't know what this is. So it looks like there's some different things on here. And Quick Write, which was my word processor of choice for many years. So let's, you know what? I had a demo I was going to run, but you know what? We're already past that. So I was just going to kill time. Oh, but you know what I did do? I built in a be right back button in case I ever need to be right back. Check this out. Let me click this. All right. So I put in, I spent about 6 months one time acquiring, downloading, scanning computer ads from every magazine I had and every ad I could find online. And so that I built in a slideshow that points to that folder. It's supposed to show them in random. And then I got a directory with I don't know how many tens of thousands of mod music files. So it should pick a random mod file and random ads and show them. So if ever one day I'm my bladder explodes and I have to run out of here, you may get to look at old magazine ads momentarily. The only problem is that the screen is so wide, and of course all the ads are vertical, so there's a lot of dead space on the side, but can't be perfect. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go find side A of disc 75. This would have been all games that I downloaded or copied, but I think this is all downloaded stuff. Let's see here. Make sure my joystick's all set up right here. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, there we go. You know, oh, hey, Mr. Jeff. We are just randomly digging through disc 75 of my old collection. And what I was getting ready to say is that, excuse me, I think about the first 30 discs or so of my collection was stuff that I copied from Jeff or my friend Andy before I even had a Commodore. I was just buying blank discs and copying stuff. Yeah, that'll get you kicked off of Twitch. And so, but by this point, I mean, this is stuff that I definitely would have downloaded. So, well, let's just jump in. I don't know what is it Boo Jum Battle? Well, can't go wrong with that. Boo Jum Battle. Yeah, that's what it says right there, except for I misspelled it on the label, which if you didn't see it here. This is the disc we're looking at tonight, disc 75 out of the old, what I call the OKK collection, my collection of discs that I scanned in. All right. All right. By Steve and Kathy Smith. I mean, what brings a married couple together more based on the novel? Oh, based on the novel, The Number of the Beast. All right, I like it already. By Robert Heinlein. Wow. Do you want instructions? Well, probably. I should probably get instructions here. So it's a big text adventure. You are a captain of a small flying roadster, which is hastily adapted to travel between alternate universes. All right. You have a limited supply of air, water, and juice power. Air and water are used Oh, well, because it just gave up on me reading that. If boojums are present, you must fire at least. Maybe it's not a text adventure. All right. Black, null, nothing you can do. However, if boojums are present, you must fire at least one shot before departing. Blue airplane. Oh, I can't hit space to speed it up. I guess I'm stuck at its pace here. Blue, green. Well, there's a lot of instructions going on here for a game that doesn't look very exciting. Green is an air and water planet. Oh boy. Refill your air and water supplies. And white is a juice planet. Refill your air and water and recharge your nuclear batteries. Special events occur every 25 planets. A special, if you survive for 100 planets, then you will be admitted to the first centennial convention of the, oh my gosh, astrological pantheistic multiple ego solips. What is that? EPME. I thought maybe it's different or something. Enter go and ready to proceed. Well, I guess I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. Hope to see you at the convention. Well, glad to be here. Boojum's in range. Uh-oh. Enter grid number 1 through 30 for defense. Don't you feel like I should have been paying attention when all that stuff was scrolling by? Oh boy, gosh. I don't even, I feel like grid 3. Oh, is that divided into a grid? Oh. Shoot higher. 20? Oh, fight. Well, but there's nobody there now. So I just keep guessing numbers. This is like pick a number between. It's got to be between 16 and 20 now. Shoot higher. I feel like there should have been more strategy than me just. Whoa! We are clear to land. Enter land or bug out. I mean, if those sound effects don't do it for you. Oh boy, more boojums. Oh, for a grid number for defense. 17 seemed to be a good number before. Enter grid number. I hope you can hear that, those great sound effects. Idiot, you shot my foot. 10. Shoot higher. I don't seem to be singing anything. Rest in peace. Wow, that is something. No record of it. I wonder why. I wonder why there's no record of it. Boojum Battle. Let's take another look here. It was by Steve and Kathy, somebody or whatever. I mean, it's huge. I mean, it's not like a little tiny basic program. There's a lot to it there. So, well, we may have to do some research. Maybe we'll have to do a game-based entry for this. All right. Let's see what's next on this one. Hootie Doody. Hey, I believe that's Howdy Doody, not Hootie Doody. I guess that's just a picture, not a, there's no music, no, but you know, back in the day, this was enough. Like, you would download this and run it and you would go, oh my gosh, it's a picture of Hootie Doody. And you would send it to your friends, you know, or you'd put it on disk with a whole bunch of pictures, and then when people come over and you'd be like, yeah, well, I got a, you know, this kind of computer. You go, well, can I do this? You know, and then you'd pull up a picture of Hootie Doody. And people would be amazed. And here we are 30 years later looking at it. Isn't that amazing? Sometimes whoever did the work would put their stuff in there, their notes. These are all text files stuff. So, okay. So looking again, checking out the disk, that is everything that it said was on side one. Well, it looks like there's more excitement to be had on side two, but Boojum Battle, boy, we're going to have to revisit that. Maybe we can get Aaron, get them to play that on ARG. They seem to be able to figure out all these games that I was never able to figure out, and maybe they can figure that out. Or, yeah, like... wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. I'm on the wrong screen. Don't hit the arrow keys when you're hovering over the scenes. It's ridiculous. Anyway, what I was saying is that, Aaron and the Brent seem to be able to figure out games that I was never able to play. So maybe they can figure that out. Or on next week's episode, you can just read the whole novel and figure out what that's all about. All right. Look at this. Games Robs. Sweet. We will kick it off with Whirly Nerd. And why this is loading? No, I'll show something between next one. Did I, Z9K9 asked if I ever had a mouse for my Commodore 64 or any way to draw pictures. Well, yes. No. And yes. I did not have a mouse for my Commodore 64, but I did have a koala pad, which allowed you to draw on the little tablet and you could draw things on the screen. But the koala pad software was I don't know if someone hacked it or whatever, or modified it to where you could use a joystick. So there's a version that you could use a joystick. So you could draw with a joystick too. So, all right, let's see. What Madam Ruby sees. Oh, Whirly Nerd. Copyright 1985 by Chris Gray. Yeah, there's no telling what's on these. I sure don't know. Oh, there's the Whirly Nerd. Am I? Okay, yes, that's me. Score. Nerds left 0. Feed the nerd. Oh, that's not me. It's not me. I don't seem to be doing anything. Okay. Feed the nerd. F1. Oh, that's probably... Oh, that's a level or something. F3. No, F3 is obviously the level. I don't know what F1... we're going to start at level 1, and one nerd is... Oh, F1 to choose room. F3 to choose level. F5. Boy, what a terrible font. Just, hey, let's make a font where everything looks like it's out of focus. Unless maybe everything's out of focus and I'm having a stroke. Press fire to go on. All right. Hamish Pumpkin, get ready. Oh, Pumpkin. Press fire to go on. There's a lot of press fire to go on. All right, nerd. All right, and I'm supposed to feed the nerd. Let's see, what is this? A crayon? Seemed good enough. Guess I'm gonna have to jump over that. How does he jump? Oh, he doesn't jump, he flies. Oh, don't get that guy. He's bad. Alright. So I guess he eats crayons. Whatever that's supposed to be. I can't fly anymore. My flying ability is, once you let off, you, come on, that Commodore thing can't kill me. There we go. Once you're coming down, you can't continually fly. You can only launch from the ground. And then when you let off... I got stuck on the wall there. I guess I just ate a light bulb. So you could go up, but once you go down... Alright. Well, that was incredibly simple. There's a lot of sound effects. Alright, now all of a sudden things get interesting. Alright, that was simple enough. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to... Oh, jeez. That was luck. Oh, I think I go over these guys. Simple enough. Oh. I guess when it's going faster and faster, I guess that's some sort of timer. Bonus nerd. Nerds for life. Feed the nerd. Alright, what do we got going on here? Oh! Oh, blew my head off. Whoops. Sorry, nerd. Alright, what's going on over there? I can't really see. It's like that stuff's dropping from the ceiling. Can I hide here? Well. Oh. Oh, there's a snake. There's a snake in my head. Alright, well, I don't see any food up there for me anyway. Maybe I got... Oh, golly. Come on, nerd. Maybe I gotta just keep going over. Oh. There was one of those things there. I mean, this isn't the greatest game on this side of the disc, and we've only played one. Look at that picture, though. There's the whirly nerd. Well, whoa. Oh, this is the demo. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. What did we get to? Room 3? Let's try room 3 again. And try this. Oh, no. We got to room 4. Or something. I don't know. I didn't see this. Good Lord. Look at this. Oh, my head. Oh, my head. Hey, lady, that's his head. That's my head. Oh, there was a slime. Killed by a booger. Alright, well, what in the world? Maybe. Oh, and then I can't fly over that because I'll hit my head on that electricity. Yeah, I'm with you. This. Alright. Run. Fly. Pinback says sponsored by etc. And I don't know if that's for the whirly nerd or for me playing it. I'm going to use some after that. Let's see what else is on here. I just saw when I did directory a second ago, I saw something on here and I know what it is. I have not looked at it in years, but I vaguely remember what it is. And we will get a good laugh out of it. Hey, here's something. You know what? For those of you that don't have a fast loader or use the Commodore a lot of people are like, oh, you know, like hero boot. Like there's a few different ways I can do that. I can, you know, this is a fast load shortcut. That's for load, right? And I could type hero, whatever, and I could just put hero star, right? Actually, I could just put H star because if you go from the top down on the directory, that's the first file. Hero boot is the first one. But you can also go up here with the arrow keys and you can just hit that and it will load that file if you're lazy. The only problem is well, that's auto run, so look at that. All right, boy, I haven't played this in a while. Cracked by Stellar Storm, Commodore Pirates Guild. Press F1 to start. Let's see. That looks about right. Whoa. Hello. It was either Hero or Global Thermonuclear War. I chose Hero. I always feel like I should go that way. I don't really know. I'm running out of... where's my dude over here? There does seem to be kind of a propeller theme. I never would have done that intentionally. I was just all about, oh, there's a lantern. Don't want that. Get that guy. This way? I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to go that way. Oh. You got to press the button and pull down on this, on the Commodore version, to lay your little bombs, which is not too terrible. Hey, Mr. Soup. I was gonna say no soup for you, but the soup has arrived. All right. Oh boy. Ooh. Now we're gonna have to stay over there. Oh, I turned out the lights. There we go. And they're down. Alright. Yeah, man, this is a good game. And it's good on the Commodore 64. I mean, there's no bad versions of Hero. What happened? There's a bad version of Hero. I think it locked up just now. It did lock up just now. Oh boy. I didn't even download good software. I stole bad stuff. I'm curious what happens if I... Let me try that one more time. Oops. Look, I just did a big thing to explain how to do that, and then I did it wrong. Even Hero on the 2600 is pretty good. Yeah, obviously, you don't get all the textures, the backgrounds, you know, all that kind of stuff, but the gameplay's there, you know. Copyright 84. That's pretty early. Boom. I wish there was a way to jump forward levels, like I could just start on level 10 or something like that, you know. That's true. If the software wasn't nailed down, I would try to get it. And it was, for me, on the Commodore 64, it was quantity over quality, for sure. I didn't care if it was good. I just cared if it filled up a disc. And mostly what I cared about was whether or not somebody else might want it. Oh, geez, Louise, why'd you do that? Why'd you turn off the dang lights there, Wilbur? There we go. I always feel like if there's a bug blocking one way, that's the way to go, because why would they make it easy? Oh boy. Oh. I just did this last time. My favorite thing in Hero is when you blow yourself up. Okay, so this is right where I locked up last time, right? Let's see what happens. Level 5. Okay. Whoa. That was unnecessarily risk. A risk, a risk. Oh boy. Oh, what did I hit? Or did I run out of time? Oh, that's the ones that kill you. Alright. So does the spider, if you don't see it. Alright, there's a weird moth dude. Yeah, yeah, I was a big fan of the Verbatim Company, of the Gorilla Company, of the Bat in the Head Company. I'm gonna try this way, but I don't, yeah, see, I'm gonna have to use extra explosives. Dummy. I was trying to not do that. Oh, good old Hero. That's a good one, man. I like Hero. Let's see what else we got on here. Now, I tried, the only thing that I tried loading before was Midnight Magic, and it didn't work. I'm going to try loading it this way and see what's in this loader here. DMM, and then execute. Oh. 'Cause We'll see what happens here. It doesn't sound good, whatever it's doing. You know, it's always possible, too. I mean, it's possible that this game didn't work on the original disc, and then it's possible that there could have been an error when I was transferring it over to a D64 disk image also. So, yeah, it just crashed. Oh, yeah, I didn't like that. Let's see. I want to see if I can bypass that file, because it just looks like that file loads the next file. Let's do this one. No, David's Midnight Magic. That's all right, though, because there's something really good on this disc. And you know what? While everybody's here, let's see. Yeah, we got a few people here. Let's go ahead and do this now. So there's another file on here called Quick Write. Quick Write is a it's possible that it doesn't work with fast load. I can turn off fast load here in a minute and try that. That's possible. But hey, speaking of fast loads, before I get started with this, I want to show you guys what just came in from Retro Rewind. This is a freeload cartridge, which is a fast load compatible cartridge. It's using basic, I believe it's just an open source version of fastload. I think that's long been abandoned. So this is just like a fastload. I want to say just like a fastload cartridge, but not. It's better because, first of all, if you can see up here at the very top, there's a on-off switch. So if you find something that's incompatible, you can flip it over to off and without having to pull it out of the computer all the time. The other thing it has is a little action button there at the top, which you can use to jump into a monitor. There's some other things I think that you could do to escape out into a menu, but I don't know how much he's going to be selling these for. I think it's in the less than 30. I think they're less than 30, but I'm going to be actually over the next week running this particular one through its paces, and then next week on Sprite Castle. So this week is You Don't Know Flack, but next week on Sprite Castle, I'm going to come up with some sort of giveaway, and I'll be giving this away. So tune in to next week's Sprite Castle if you have a Commodore 64. It also works with Ultimate 64. It also works if you have a one of those SDIEC things. It works with that or a disk drive or whatever, so it's pretty handy to have around. All right, let's go back to this and see where we're at. All right, so... Oh, that's why I'd already loaded it and I forgot to run it. Quick Write was the word processor that I used all the time. It was my go-to word processor for the Commodore 64. And it was, you'll see the menu here. You could create a file, you could load, save. I'll do a directory here. And of course, Commodore, programs, executables or PRG program files. But if it was just a list of text, it would be a sequential file because literally the words, the letters are stored sequentially and you could load it back in. So what we think of on modern PCs as being a text file would be a sequential file on the Commodore 64. And there are a couple of files on here. One is called Jack Flack Games. We'll load that one first because it's the least interesting of the three. Load file, Jack Flack Games. And so what this would have been is the way that I kept track of all the software that I had, like what disk things were on or whatever. So I'm going back on the chat, and someone asked, when did I copy all these over? And the trick of that question is I've copied them all over multiple times. I copied them over. I got an X1541 cable that hooked up to a 486, and I did a bunch of them that way. And then I got a Zoom floppy, which is a USB adapter that hooks up to a Commodore 64 disk drive, and I did a bunch that way. And then eventually I got I got my 15, I think it was my 1571. I don't remember which one, but I modded one of them with a parallel port, and which does things a lot faster and also allows you to do them to get more data, basically, when you're archiving them. And so I had done them. I'd done them multiple times, you know. But when I got that first X1541 cable, would have been 2004, 2005, somewhere in there, because I had them done by the time that I released Commodore, which was in 2006. So somewhere around there, 2005, 2006. Anyway, this is literally a manual list that I typed in of every game that I had on every disc, which I'm guessing can't possibly go past 75, because I'm on disc 75 right now. Oh, maybe no, I did it later. So I had gone back and done this. Look at that. It goes up to disc 98 and 99 are blanks. I wanted to keep track of that. More to come. Jack Flack. So every time, so I would literally, so that if somebody goes, hey man, do you have Zork 3? Then I would pull open my list and go through here and then be like, oh, yeah, I do. Hey, do you have Boojum Battle and Hootie Doody? Hey, I do, right here on disc 75. Cha-cha. I don't know why that's called Hootie Doody. It's so stupid, Jimmy. I need to fix that. But this is one of the interesting files that I found on here. And this made me laugh to no end. This is apparently a letter that I drafted that I was going to mail to Electronic Arts. And I can tell you that I never mailed this letter. But it says, Dear Electronic Arts, please do not discard this letter before reading it. My name is Robert O'Hara. By the way, I must have been trying to really impress somebody, because I have never, ever in my life gone by the name Robert. I would like to work for your company tracking down criminals who have illegally copied one or more of your programs, which, by the way, would have been me. I could be a big help if you hired me. I could do the following. 1, keep Electronic Arts up to date on how their protection is holding up. 2, try to discourage pirating. I guess that would be like a social media effort. 3, help the media to understand the problems of piracy and the problems that piracy can cause. I could tell you how your programs are being copied and how you can prevent it. There's only 2 conditions that my parents and I could think of that might create a problem. Number 1, I will not, quote, turn in anyone in Oklahoma. Number 2, you must pay for my phone bill. Seeing that those 2 are minor problems, I cannot see either of those stopping me from getting the job. By the way, there's no job. I just made up a job, apparently, that I decided at the age of 14 that they should pay me this job, or 13 or whatever. Let's see, 86. This disc was 86, so 13. Experience. I have plenty. I've had a computer in my family for the last 5 years of my life. I have had a Commodore for the last year, and my dad owns an IBM compatible, which he has owned for 3 years. After pondering over the problem, I had decided upon, I guess I should have proofread it before I mailed it to Electronic Arts, 2 different types of payment. After pondering over the problem, like it's a problem how they're going to pay me. Number 1, money, i.e. cash, in case they didn't know what money was, I guess, as a part-time employee. And number 2, sending me Electronic Arts software packages to keep. I can also, quote, test out new Electronic Arts programs that are still in the development stages. Testing them for bugs and typographical errors would be a lot of fun. By the way, a lot is 2 words there, O'Hara. It would be a lot of work, too, but I can handle a lot of responsibility, obviously, since I just made my own job position where I'm going to track down pirates. If you're interested at all in my letter, please send me a letter to the following address, and then it has my home address and stuff. So there you go. That was at the age of 13. I had come up with my new job for myself, which was helping Electronic Arts. Really, it was kind of a lot of different things in the job. It was some testing. I was going to beta test. I was going to turn in pirates. I was going to launch a anti-piracy campaign somehow. It's a lot to do. And after considering the problem, I figured that the best way they could pay me was cash or for more games, which, by the way, I definitely would have pirated and uploaded to every BBS I was on. Yes, I will stop copying your stuff if you give me the stuff, so I don't have to download it. There's another one on here from the same era that, again, I have not seen this in years, but I vaguely remember what it is. And this will show you how sneaky I was at the age of 13. The news of the times. Yeah, I mean, this is essentially Facebook, right? But this is, so I'll go back. Well, I'm going to read this first. We are proud to bring you the first in a series of newsletters known as the News of the Times. The writers of this newsletter take no responsibility whatsoever for any trouble that you may find yourself in after attempting one or more of the following tips. We are an anonymous group, yet if you want to know who wrote this, leave some public mail around town. We get around. From this date forth, the writers of this newsletter are to be known as the chosen ones. I'd like to set the bar high. If you would like to be a chosen one, tough. We are looking for your best, worst behavior, and we'll keep an eye out for you. We know that you might have a question or two for the chosen ones. I have many questions right now for the chosen ones already. So we have made contact to a user who is around town, who is a reliable person. His name is Jack Flack. So if you want to get in touch with the chosen ones, tell him and he will tell us. He is the one he is on, supposed to be, all of the following BBSs. Megamania 1, Sanctuary, Worldwide BBS, the Boss BBS. This is before the Boss BBS got busted. LORS, which is Land of the Rising Sun, His Majesty's BBS, and many more. Keep an eye out for him and tell him we sent you. Remember, we are the chosen ones, a group of local hackers, freakers, and pirates that have bonded together and united to make the best of our knowledge and to put it to good use. Our names will not appear on this. So if a name appears other than Jack Flack, it was not, and then it just ends. I'm sure nobody would guess that Jack Flack was a member of the Chosen Ones, and also that the Chosen Ones was only one person, which was Jack Flack. So if any of you would like to get a hold of the Chosen Ones, you can you can contact me, and I know who they are. Now, I think there's something on another file on the other side of the disk, but I'm not sure if it'll work or not, so I'm going to check it out here real quick. Yeah, you don't even pretend like you guys are chosen ones. Don't be trying to pass yourself off as chosen ones. I'm not even a chosen one. I'm just the guy that was chosen to represent the chosen ones. Okay, yeah, this there is a file on the other side, and I have not seen this in forever. So let's go back to this. This is called Mad S1, the Mad Scientist Club. Now, I will give you before, don't read ahead, but I had a couple of books called the Mad Scientist Club, and it really inspired me. It was all about these kids that would go on adventures, and in a way, it reminds me of like Encyclopedia Brown, but it was like a group of kids, and they would come up with inventions or do different things around town to solve problems and stuff. So I was a big fan of the books. There was like 2 paperbacks, and then there was a third one that was released many years later. I think it's posthumously released, but the author, the original author, only wrote 2 of the books. And so I had them. And so I guess inspired by that, I decided to create my own Mad Scientist Club, which is completely different than the Chosen Ones. And the members of the Chosen Ones are not members of the Mad Scientist Club, or back. They're not interchangeable. Oh my gosh, quit doing that, O'Hara. Keep being on the wrong screen here. Okay. The Mad Scientist Club is a non-profitable organization. To become a member, tell one of the mad scientists so, and we will take a vote or use some other way of deciding whether or not you will be admitted to the Mad Scientist Club, like fight to the death or something, I guess. If you're accepted, there is a $1 fee to join. So that's how we are raising funds. All money received will go towards equipment for the Mad Scientist Club. All donations are welcome, but please, no small change. We're going to just do these small change. The minimum donation is $1. 50 cents may be acceptable once in a while. Some of the money might also be used for rations, example, bag of candy, etc. Wizard says, how old were you when you wrote these letters? 13. The date on these was 1986. So these were, it could have been 12 or 13. Meetings will be held in one of 2 places. It could be all the way up to, let's see. Yeah, you're right. 13 or 14. I'm hoping 13. Meetings will be held in one of 2 places: Robbie O'Hara's house or Jeff Martin's home. So I don't know if you knew this, Steel Rat, but there could have been mad scientist meetings at your house. If we receive enough money, a fort will be built in the back of Robbie's yard. We are counting on all of you to donate a little. I mean, if I was only accepting 50 cents, it's going to take a lot of money to make a fort. Supervisors. The 2 supervisors or presidents, and Jeff Martin and myself, Robbie O'Hara. All right, so we were equal here. It says right here, we are equal in status, or in other words, both of us have the same power, in case you didn't know what equal in status meant. And one does not make a vital decision without consulting the other one. So don't be trying to go behind my back and ask Steel Rat decisions without coming to me too, because you're not going to get it. You are to treat both of us with respect. And you are to obey their commands. Oh my God. We won't hesitate to kick you out onto the street. So don't you forget it. You people, don't be trying to donate less than $1, and you better do what we say. In my free fort. What are we going to do other than we're going to boss you around, in which you must obey any of our orders? Well, we have no idea. I had the money part set up, but not necessarily the plans. Well, we have no idea yet. Some ideas are still rolling around in our head. We might be building a boat and going to the Great American Raft Race. Oh, that's funny. That's a funny story. We could also be going on expeditions and teaching the basics of survival. I'm going to tell you right now, I was not qualified to teach anyone the basics of survival unless it was in my house. Now, my dad, his work, they put together you could build a raft, and there was a thing on, gosh, I don't remember what river it was in Tulsa, but you could go on this raft race, and it wasn't really a race. You just took your raft, and the next year, Jeff and I went, and one of the guys that my dad worked with didn't show up, so they had room on the raft, and so they let Jeff and I ride on the raft. So we got to go on the Great American Raft Race with my dad and a couple of his buddies from work. So I guess if we had raised enough money, and then after paying for the fort and for the rations, if there was money left over, we were going to build a raft for the Great American Raft Race. By the way, there's only 2 members so far, and I don't think that Jeff ever gave me $1. So even though we're both equal, so somebody owes me some money. To become a member, just tell one of us, the mad scientists, and we will see what we can do. We'll ask around. The requirements are that we like you, and you like us, and that you have previous experience with computers or like to work with computers, and that you are willing to come to our meetings. So again, we're not accepting people that don't like us. And we're not accepting people that we don't like. So don't forget that when you come to me with your 50-cent donations. We won't kick you out if you miss a meeting, but it had better be a good one. For example, I got grounded is a good excuse. I forgot isn't. So if you get grounded, now you can still give your money. You can still give me your $1. God, this is awesome. It could result in losing privileges and or admittance to the club, so you will not be allowed to come to the fort that we didn't have yet. When and if you come to a meeting, be sure to bring your pass. I don't... I guess we were going to have passes. Because we don't want counterfeit members showing up, for God's sakes. It has your name, code name, rank, and also your user number. So far, oh God, okay, so there's a date, 2/21/87. Wow, so 87, I was born in 73. So, so I would have still been 13 because I didn't turn 14 until August. So, okay. As of 2/21, let me guess, there are 2 users, myself and Jeff. Hurry up and be number 3. So number 3 spot still open, everyone. If you want to pay $1 and are willing to obey me, Jeff and I. Hurry up and be number 3. If you would like some more information, please give me a visit or a call. I would be glad to answer all of your questions and or admit you to the club, which I can't do because Jeff and I are equals and I'm not allowed to do things unless we both agree. Thanks for your time and consideration. Sincerely, Robbie O'Hara and Jeff Martin. I mean, not only could you be number 3, but you might be number 1 and 2 if you join right now. It's a too bad the old Mad Scientist Club did not get off the ground. Because I would have, I could have used the money. Yeah, it is cheaper. There's only $1 a month or $1 per meeting. I don't know how often the meetings were going to be, but so there you go. So one thing I was going to say is that, my life is like just a big game of Simon Says. I just tell everybody, all right, Simon says do this, Flax says do this, and people had to do it. Let's see. There's one other. There is a pit stop is on here, so I'm going to try to load pit stop. That's true. The movie room back there could be the new fort. So next time the nasty pirates come over, I'm getting $1 from everybody, which will go towards rations. And if we don't watch a movie, I may teach some survival skills. Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't even know what to say. It just seems like, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm sure that, like I had good intentions. Like I wanted to, let's see. Am I in the right port here? There we go. Oh, nope. One plate. 3 laps. Definitely rookie. Single, mini circuit, or grand. Yeah, let's do single. Your course. Do Le Mans. Because of Le Mans Arcade. Get ready, driver. Whoa. Whoa, this is some hot take of a racing game. What's the button do? Oh, the button does speed. Or forward does speed. Alright. Let's get the lead out here. Move! I'm the Nasty Pirates! I'm in the Mad Scientist Club. I'm one of the chosen ones. Get out of my way. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that this is a game where you take damage in your car, which is why all my tires are changing colors. Oh, was that I guess that was a pit stop. I was just going to ask if this has pit stops, and then I remembered the name of the game is Pit Stop. So it seems like there might be. Oh, boy. Oh, come on, quit. Give me a flat tire. My tires are green. Man, that doesn't seem good. I mean, and this, my engine just sounds like okay. There we go. Oh, I forgot how to do this. Is this a tire dude? There's cars driving by. Oh. 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 Go. I gotta go all the way down here for a tire. That's convenient. Alright, I don't got time for 4 tires. I can only put 2 tires on. Alright, I need some gas. I mean, I've been in the pit for half a day. Alright, go. Unhook. Oh. I'm gonna overflow. Come on. Drive, let's go. What do I click to go? Don't I click the do? Oh, I gotta click the flag guy. Oh, and then I just tore my new tires. Oh, those are the other tires. Move! I'm the chosen one! I mean, what fun is racing if there ain't no bumping, you know? Oh, I was looking at cars instead of the road. I mean, the engine just sounds like just a... God, I'm just looking at the thing now. I guess that's probably super loud, too. 48 hours with no internet. I would not like to do that. Yeah, Mrs. Flack, she taught me all the survival skills. I know that's true. Yeah, so the selling point of Pit Stop was literally that you had to go to a pit stop. You know, that was what separated it from pole position, right? Oh, look at me, first place. I won $53,000. All right, circuit standings, me first place. Pit Stop 2 was a much better game as far as I remember. Oh, I was going to go less than 3 laps, but rookie. I'm just going to pick a different course here and see if it looks any different. Or if it's just laid out differently. Yeah, it looks like it's just laid out differently. My car is a automatic, so there's no gear shifting going on. I mean, not that I'm doing. I mean, the engine just sounds like a swarm of mosquitoes in my ears. Stop. I wonder if 3 laps if I could make it without pitting. But of course, it really just depends on how much I tear up my tires, I'm guessing, or how much fuel. Although it's amazing that I went to the pit for like 3 weeks and I still got first place. But maybe that's just out of first place of all the human drivers. So I was the best of the one. Stop. There's a lap. Alright, I can do a little faster this time. I should have just got the front wheel. The front wheels are the worst because that's what I hit everybody with. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I literally should have started the gas first and then let that go while I was doing everything else. That's stupid. Yeah. So Steve's asking about pit stop 2. Yes, in pit stop 2. What's the deal? Why aren't I... What have I done that... Oh, is this guy's too close? That's stupid. Oh, it's because he's trying to run over this guy. Alright, full minute in the pit. I mean, the guy should get out of his own way. Why do I gotta click on the guy and tell him to move? Ooh. Hitting cars just sounds like a bad boxing sound effect. Ooh. I'm the chosen one! I was that close to the finish line. Well, why did I spend all that time or all that? $53,000. Well, there's pit stop. You know what? I'm going to do 2 drivers and just see if it does split screen, but I'm not going to go through another race. No, it says get ready driver 1. I want to see what happens when I blow my tires. Oh! Boom! That was bad. Yeah, this is like Speed Racer, where the yellow cars are the acrobatic team or whatever, and then there's only one good guy, me. Okay, this is the back side of the disc. We got Whirly Nerd, Hero, Quick Right. David's Midnight Magic did not work, unfortunately. Kaka was it's actually a list of games that didn't work. Oops. And I think on the other side, yep, list, documentation, BBS info, yep. And the Mad Scientist Club, the rules for joining the Mad Scientist Club. So you know what? We're going to have Hootie Doody walk us out here. If you can't trust Hootie Doody, unfortunately, I've just been handed a note. Hootie Doody is the third official member of the Mad Scientist Club. Hooray! Congratulations to Hootie Doody. So give me my dollar, Hootie. C-Dub says, was there a local Oklahoma auto racing league akin to the role that Mid-South kind of played for wrestling, like minor league ball for driving? I have no idea. Boy, I wouldn't have any idea. I can tell you we do now. If you watch, what is that racing show that takes place in the 405? That's Oklahoma City. And I know lots of people that know a lot of those people, and I know where all those cars are. And I know lots of people that are there for the filming that will tell you how fake that show is. So I think that's it. Congratulations to Hootie Doody for becoming the third member of the Mad Scientist Club. That's exciting. I didn't think that would happen today, but it did. Thank all of you for showing up for another episode of Sprite Castle Plays. Either Thursday or Friday, we'll have a new episode of You Don't Know Flack. This one will be about modems. Steve Burt says he just listened to the You Don't Know Flack episode about garage sales, and that it was a good one. Well, thank you. Garage Sale Day. It was about Sun Valley Garage Sale Day. So, the next one will be all about modems. It'll be talking about the first modems we ever had, all the way back to the Apple II and the PC. We had a modem all the way back in the early 80s, all the way up through the Wi-Fi modem that I just got from Retro Rewind, which I've been using on my real Commodore 64, which is hidden behind a pile of everything in the back there. It's buried under Nintendo games that I've been selling, but so that will be the timeline where it ends. So thank you to Attend, to Beach Bum 7, Brock 101, Commander Root, The Wizard 77, Retro Gaming Bygones, Adam, C Dubs, SRMX, Mr. Steel Rat 666, the only other member of the Mad Scientist Club. Well, not the only other member, the co-founding member, but now that Hootie Doody has joined us. Steve Burtz, 1010, is that Yeso or Yesopi? I think it's Yesopi. And Z9K9, who could beat me at every game that I played tonight. So thank you guys for dropping in. Always have fun. I'll have to go dig through and find another disc worth of stuff to explore. And I was going to mention this. People sometimes ask me, why haven't I released all the games that I copied over, like some sort of big package? And really, there's two reasons. One is that 99.999% of all that stuff's already out there, so you wouldn't be gaining any software from that. And the other one is that it's filled with stupid files I wrote about the Mad Scientist Club and wanting to turn in pirates to Electronic Arts. So it'd have to be culled quite a bit before I did all that. So anyway, thank you guys for showing up to another episode, and I will be talking to a lot of you soon. Thanks, everyone.